Ah, yes, the quick comparison of Skool versus Patreon. Two platforms that might seem similar on the surface, but are basically built for entirely different personalities. And with that being said, let's start with Skool first. So, the first reason to use Skool is that it gives you a phenomenal built in community platform with courses, discussions, and gamification all in one place. It's like Facebook groups and Kajabi had a baby, but without the drama or the confusing settings. Everything just feels connected, and your audience gets to interact and actually learn, not just scroll past you. What's also great about it is, in fact, the gamification. We do have one new post that just came up here, but as you scroll down, this one in the main Skool community has a status where, depending on how much money you've made, you get specific emojis, you get recognition, you can get traffic to your community as well. It's a very nice setup, especially when it comes to communities and courses. And speaking of courses, another big reason why you'd want to use Skool is that if you're looking to create a full on membership experience, so it feels less like running a fan club and more like running an actual business. Within Skool, you can structure your content into lessons, host discussions, and use leaderboards to keep everyone engaged. Patreon might let you post content and lock it behind paywalls, but Skool lets you build something people actually stick around for. And what's even great about Skool is that when you do create your courses and memberships, you can have specific incentives that say if you interact a certain amount, if you get a certain amount of likes or comments, it can actually open up more sections of your course, which makes it more fun to utilize and, of course, dig into once you unlock what you're looking for. And the other biggest reason for using Skool is that its simplicity is simply a breath of fresh air. Whether you're managing members, tracking progress, and keeping the community active, it feels ridiculously easy. It's like the platform was designed by someone who actually used other complicated platforms and said, yeah, let's not do that. Even when it comes to creating your courses and classes, it's about as simple as uploading your videos, adding the specific pages, adding the minor details, and overall, I think you're going to have a very easy time if you choose to use Skool. So those are some of the biggest reasons why I'd want to check out Skool. They do come with the ability to try them for free, and they just introduced a smaller plan. So if you do want to get up and running for a much affordable price, you can do that as well. And as you can see, they're always adding new features to it. Right here is going to be membership tiers are now unlocked. So while I get to Patreon very soon, you're going to see how Skool is working very hard not only to invest in their business, but constantly add new updates, make things usable, especially when it comes to getting people success, creating communities, and ultimately making money. So if you do want to test them out, the link will be down below in the description of the pinned comment where you can do exactly that. All right, now let's flip the script and talk very quickly about Patreon. All right, so the first reason to use Patreon is going to be their massive built in audience. So there are people on there who are actively just browsing and looking to find creators to support. It's been around forever in internet years, and the brand recognition alone can help you snag early supporters. You don't have to convince people what Patreon is, they already know, and that's a great thing. Skool, on the other hand, is going to be a little bit newer, but they are working very hard to obviously invest money in it. I know Alex Hormozy is working with Sam Ovens, so I imagine there's a lot of money being pumped into paid ads, organic traffic, word of mouth, and so on and so forth. But nevertheless, at the time of creating this video, Patreon is definitely a very bigger name, and you can certainly get some nice organic traffic from using them that way. So another big reason to use Patreon is that if you're looking to just post and get paid, they're probably going to be great for you. Maybe you don't want to manage a community, maybe you don't want to moderate a discussion or progress tracking or anything similar to that, just you, your content, and your audience's wallets. If that's your vibe, Patreon is simple, direct, and most likely effective for you and something you'd probably want to look into if you just want to keep things simple in that way. And last but not least, this is going to be an important one. Patreon is technically free to start, and you don't have to pay monthly like you would with Skool. Instead, as you can see in front of you, they take 10% of your earnings. So if you're just testing the waters or your budget looks like a sad college student's fridge, Patreon is an easy, low-risk way to get started where you don't have to actually invest any money. Once you start making it, of course, as you can see right here, they take 10% of the income you earn, and it even has a little bit more right here, which is very hard to read. Plus payment processing. I don't know why they make that so difficult to read, but the fine print is there. It's weird how they have to make it so fine, but that's just something to keep in mind. If you're not looking for as much risk, if you'd rather make income and then pay Patreon based upon what you make, they're probably going to be the better option for you. So to sum it up, both Skool and Patreon offer some pretty strong advantages. Skool shines when it comes to building a true community with structure, simplicity, and engagement. It's ideal if you want to create a full membership experience that feels like a digital home. Patreon, on the other hand, is great for those who just want a straightforward post and get paid setup without worrying about course creation or community management. Now, if I had to choose between the two, I would personally go with Skool. Now, it feels like the future of digital business, a place where your brand can actually grow instead of just exist. With Skool, you're not just collecting fans, you're creating a tribe, building retention, and developing something that feels like an ecosystem rather than a tip jar. Plus, it's so simple that it almost feels unfair compared to everything else out there at the current time. So if you'd like to test out Skool, you can click the link down below in the description of the pinned comment to do exactly that. If not, Patreon might be great for you for all the other reasons that I recently mentioned. My name is James, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that this helped you out.